Hi health enthusiasts. Welcome to this episode of CP Talks. Today, we're going to talk about diabetes, a condition that affects millions of people worldwide. We'll also dive into the concepts of glycemic index and glycemic load, and why being proactive about blood glucose control is so important. Diabetes is a chronic condition where the body either doesn't produce enough insulin, type 1, or can't effectively use the insulin it does produce, type 2. This leads to elevated blood glucose levels, which can cause various health complications over time. Total: 38.4 million people have diabetes, 11.6% of the US population diagnosed, 29.7 million people, including 29.4 million adults undiagnosed. 8.7 million people, 22.8% of adults with diabetes are undiagnosed. Now, let's talk about two important concepts that can help us manage diabetes: glycemic index, GI, and glycemic load, GL. These terms might sound technical, but they're actually quite simple to understand. Glycemic index. The glycemic index is a number that tells us how quickly a food causes our blood sugar levels to rise. Foods are ranked on a scale from 0 to 100, with pure glucose scoring 100. Foods with a high GI cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, while foods with a low GI cause a slower, more gradual rise. Glycemic load. Glycemic load takes the glycemic index into account but also considers the amount of carbohydrates in a serving of food. It gives a more accurate picture of how a food will impact your blood sugar levels. For example, watermelon has a high GI but a low GL because it doesn't contain a lot of carbohydrates per serving. Here are some examples of low and high glycemic index foods. Low glycemic index foods. Most vegetables like broccoli, spinach, carrots, fruits like apples, pears, and cherries. Whole grains such as barley, quinoa, and whole wheat bread. Legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. Dairy products like milk and yogurt. High glycemic index foods. White bread and bagels. White rice and instant oatmeal. Sugary cereals and snacks. Potatoes and fries. Watermelon and pineapple. Now, let's look at some examples of low and high glycemic load foods. Low glycemic load foods. Non-starchy vegetables like leafy greens, broccoli and cauliflower. Most fruits like apples, pears, and berries. Whole grains like barley, quinoa, and whole wheat pasta. Legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. Dairy products like milk and plain yogurt. High glycemic load foods. White bread and bagels. White rice and pasta. Sugary cereals and snacks. Potatoes and fries. Sweetened beverages and fruit juices. Understanding GI and GL can help you make better food choices to manage your blood sugar levels effectively. But why is it so important to be proactive rather than reactive when it comes to blood glucose control? Being proactive means taking steps to manage your blood sugar levels before they become a problem. Here are some reasons why this approach is beneficial. 1. Prevents complications. Consistently high blood sugar levels can lead to serious complications like heart disease, kidney damage, and nerve damage. 2. Improves quality of life. Maintaining stable blood sugar levels can help you feel more energetic and reduce symptoms like fatigue and irritability. 3. Reduces healthcare costs. Preventing complications can save you from expensive medical treatments and hospital visits in the long run. Tips for proactive blood glucose management. Here are some practical tips to help you stay proactive. Monitor your blood sugar regularly. Keep track of your levels to understand how different foods and activities affect you. Choose low GI and GL foods. Opt for whole grains, non-starchy vegetables, and fruits with low GI and GL values. Stay active. Regular physical activity helps your body use insulin more effectively. Stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water can help maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Plan your meals. Work with a nutritionist to create a balanced meal plan that suits your needs. Let's also address some common myths about diabetes. 1. Myth: eating sugar causes diabetes. Fact: eating sugar does not directly cause diabetes. However, a diet high in sugar can lead to obesity, which is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes. 2. Myth: diabetes is not serious. Fact: diabetes is a serious condition that can lead to severe complications if not managed properly. 3. Myth: only overweight people get diabetes. Fact: while being overweight is a risk factor, people of any weight can develop diabetes. 4. Myth: people with diabetes can't eat carbs. Fact: people with diabetes can eat carbs, but they need to manage their intake and choose healthier options. 5. Myth: diabetes always leads to blindness and amputation. Fact: with proper management, many people with diabetes lead healthy lives without severe complications. Remember, managing diabetes is a journey, and being proactive can make a huge difference in your health and well-being. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts or questions, and don't forget to subscribe for more health tips. Thanks for watching, and take care.